We're all set. Hey, Jack. High five.
Oh, what? Where? Wait, I'm coming. Yeah, high five.
There you go. I appreciate the help, Jack.
That's what I'm here for.
And here I thought it was to keep me from going round the bend.
That is also true. As your Echo unit, I am charged with ensuring your safety and well-being. That includes monitoring your demeanor for signs of mental instability.
You're joking.
No, not at all. Were I not here, it is entirely possible you'd have thrown yourself out an airlock by now. Statistically speaking, of course.
Okay. There's a thought that's going to linger. Thanks for that.
Captain Rhodes, full spectrum scan of the anomaly is complete.
All right, Hera. Push the results to the holo table in the EVA staging area.
Acknowledged.
Come on, Jack. Let's go have a look at the results. Maybe we'll learn something useful about this anomaly of ours.
That does seem likely, considering we currently know nothing at all.
Suppose I can't argue with that.
Hera, status report.
Status, green. All systems nominal.
Well, that's good news. But what about our anomaly? Where is it?
Hera, display the anomaly's current location.
Acknowledged.
Ah, there we go. Wait, hang on. Hera, is this image to scale?
Affirmative.
So the anomaly has increased in size.
Not a good sign. Let's get a closer look. Okay, let's see.
Curious.
I can't make head nor tail out of any of this data. What about you?
The data appears to have been corrupted somehow.
It's the same for all the readings. Spectrometer, interferometer, LiDAR... all rubbish.
Interference from the anomaly must be disrupting the transmission signal.
So, our sensor network is useless. What now?
I'll exit the station and investigate the anomaly up close.
Absolutely not.
If I use my scanner, I can bypass the sensor network. I'll be able to examine the data in real time.
We've seen what that thing can do to your systems. What if you get shut down out there?
I'm specifically designed for operation in hazardous environments. It only makes sense. Besides, we need to determine the nature of this anomaly. And I suggest we do so quickly.
Okay. Okay, well... no sense wasting any more time then. Let's get you into the airlock, sharpish.
Caution. Airlock opening.
Don't worry, Liv. I'll be fine.
I know. I just wish we had another option. Well, no sense in putting it off. Let's get you out the airlock. If you're going out there, you'll need an EVA rig. There should be some inside the airlock. Just take one off the rack. You'll need to secure the rig to your back.
EVA rig secured. Initializing advanced movement systems. Stand by for calibration. Module M-201. Primary boosters. Your EVA pack allows you to boost forward in the direction you are looking. When you are ready, please exit the activation pod and use your EVA boost to reach the console ahead. Well done. Please press the holo button to continue. Now boost to the end of the hall before the walls close in on you. Multiple boosts may be required. Excellent. Module M-116. Braking thrusters. This module will calibrate your braking thrusters, which allow you to stop in place without grabbing any surface. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. There are 2 target zones in the next room. Please boost into one of the zones and use your braking thrusters to come to a full stop. Success! Now, use your braking thrusters to stop inside target zone B. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
EVA rig fully functional, ready to disembark.
Copy. Airlock controls unlocked. Pull down on the handle to close the inner door. Once the inner door is sealed, you're clear to cycle the airlock.
Inner bulkhead sealed.
Once the airlock is cycled, head outside and make your way to the anomaly. Get a scan if possible, but don't put yourself at any unnecessary risk.
Understood.
I'm going back up to the bridge. I can keep a better eye on your status from there. Keep this comm channel open. Maintain constant contact.
Copy that.
Depressurization complete. Ready
Yes.
for EVA departure.
Be careful out there.
I'm always careful.
You know what I mean.
Oh, what's happening?
Exiting portside airlock.
Copy. There should be a Fury transport dock just outside the airlock. Should take you straight to the anomaly. You'll need to run a diagnostic check before you can take off.
Oh, God.
Understood.
Oops.
Prep for RCS thruster calibration. Please hold on to the railing for the duration of the test flight. Initiating RCS thruster test. In 3, 2, 1.
Whoa.
RCS thruster check complete. Proceeding to primary thruster calibration. Reminder, please hold on to the railing. Igniting primary thrusters. In 3, 2, 1.
Whoa. Hee hee hee.
Fury transport calibration complete.
Liv, the Fury transport is set for flight.
Great. Coordinates have already been uploaded to the Navcon. Just touch the marked location on the holomap and you'll be on your way. I'll monitor you from the bridge. Good luck.
I have to pause real quick. My hands. Thanks.
You have 3 viewers.
What? Hey guys. Okay.
Select your destination.
Hehehehe.
I'm underway.
Whoa.
Distance to anomaly, 4,800 meters.
Copy that. I've a visual on your transport.
3,500 meters. 2,000 meters.
Steady as she goes. Godspeed. Look at that thing. Just incredible.
Oh.
Jack!
The Fury is malfunctioning. I have no control. I'm drifting toward the anomaly.
Remote link's been severed. I can't reboot the transport.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Liv, I'm taking radiation damage.
Abort, Jack! Get out of there now! Just ditch the Fury! Go!
What am I supposed to do?
Evacuating Fury.
Hurry, Jack! Get clear of that radiation!
Stand by.
Jack, the Fury has completely dropped off my scope. Total loss of signal. It's gone.
On approach, I noticed the anomaly was pulling the surrounding debris into its center.
You think the anomaly's housing some kind of singularity?
That would be consistent with my observations, yes. Needless to say, I doubt we'll be seeing that Fury transport again.
Okay. Well, so much for scanning the anomaly up close.
There's no way I'm gonna make it there. Oh, I'm getting eaten alive, man. Oh my god.
Shields at 30%.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Liv, I'm clear of the radiation.
You alright?
Still functional. Though I must say my shell isn't exactly in the best condition.
In that case, I recommend using your ARM computer to reboot. It's the quickest way back to the station. And you can start fresh in a new shell.
Reboot initiated.
I think those disturbances might actually be electromagnetic pulses. You might not be able to scan the anomaly up close, but I think we can reconfigure a geological sensor to do the trick.
How so?
Well, if we can use it to read fluctuations in the magnetic field, we should be able to get a look inside. There's just several problems.
Go on.
I've got failures all over the facility. For this plan to work, we'll first need to clear up some problems in the container field. The primary dig site, and the processing line.
Send the details to my ARM computer.
Done. Let me know when you arrive at the sites.
I don't know where the container field is. We'll do this one. Since
Select your destination. Destination, primary dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Approaching primary dig site.
Any sign of activity? The whole site's gone dark. We need the comms array there to boost the data buffer from our sensor sweep.
All systems appear offline. Emergency lighting only.
Damn. Well, clearly something went wrong here.
I'm sensing a pattern.
No kidding. That should be the new Kronos 2 mission patch. Just something went wrong. In big, bold letters. Anyway, better get to it. Let me know what you find.
Warning. Hazardous levels of radiation detected.
Right on cue.
I'll try to get the site's radiation dampener online.
Good idea. Make sure to check its backup power supply. It may have a dead battery.
which one? Shoot.
Broad spectrum lattice displacement. These labor units have suffered catastrophic radiation damage.
And all without setting off a radiation alarm or abandoning the site. It must have been sudden. Can you get a scan of the generator core as well? That's the most likely culprit.
Shields at 50%.
Oh shoot. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, man. Down here?
Shields at 30%.
The Fury transport should have an induction panel where I can recharge. This radiation dampener will allow me to safely investigate the dig site, but I need to reactivate it first.
Where's the... Oh shoot, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Battery socket. I'm gonna die. I died.
Reboot initiated.
My shield can only absorb so much radiation before sustaining irreparable damage.
Yeah, I know. Oops. Oh god. Where's the thing then?
Shields at 95%.
Where's the thing? Oh, I could hear the Geiger counter going crazy. farther. So it's definitely something going on over there. I just wish I could find the thing to reboot my shield. Over here is a solar panel. Not those. Let's see. There we go. Right? Yeah, there it goes. There we go. Okay.
Shields at 95%.
What am I supposed to do?
Battery removed. It's definitely depleted.
Well, that explains that. Your Fury transport should have a spare you can replace it with.
Shields at 50%.
The backup battery should be on the aft of the transport.
Is this aft? This one.
Battery acquired.
Oops. Stay there, battery. I want to lose my battery. Okay, I got my shields. Okay.
Shields at 95%.
Power restored. I should be able to turn the dampener on now.
Is that not do it?
Dampener online.
There we go.
Geiger readings nominal.
Nice job. That should buy you some time. If the dampener goes down again, you can recharge the battery back at the Fury.
Oh, I see. There's a shield up now. God, sound design on this is awesome. Hee, look at my little shadow.
Select your destination.
I think we'll do processing line.
Destination, Kronos 2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on. Select your destination.
Inbound on the processing line.
So, we're going to need a lot of energy for this sensor sweep, but the pulse knocked out the flow control on the plasma lathes. They're burning out of control and draining the power reserves.
One of us will need to enter the processing line and reach the emergency reset.
Well, I'd do it, if you'd let me.
That is very much against protocol.
Thought you might see it that way. Keep the comm channel open. I'll help you out as best as I can from here. The pulse has the electronics in that area on the fritz. If you reset the power transformer, I may be able to run a diagnostic.
These transformers are an outdated model. We should upgrade them at our earliest convenience.
No wonder they get misaligned so easily.
Oops.
Grid stabilized.
The control hub in that area is back online. I've re-established contact with the Labour unit manning the line entrance below. He should open the door for you.
Hello there. Echo unit identified. Opening service entrance.
I should be able to reach the manual reset on the other end of the line.
You mean past the inferno of white-hot plasma?
Correct. Which is precisely why I'm the one doing it.
Jack? Jack, are you there?
Another EMP. Status report?
All clear here. But the line's throttle controls just went haywire. Be careful in there.
The door controls are functioning normally. I can leave its operation to the Labour unit.
That's a lot of flotsam. Better make sure nothing's jammed the conveyor systems. Could cause problems when we reboot.
I'll inspect the ice pallets. Looks like a piece is wedged under the conveyor unit.
Well, try and dig it out so it doesn't jam the reset protocols.
Melted clean through.
Maintenance units shouldn't be entering the line while the cutting systems are active. Something's very wrong here.
Shields at 50%.
Oh god.
Reboot initiated.
That looked painful. You sure about this?
I'm certain. It's the only way to shut down the plasma lathes.
No, juke me. This one I don't get the pattern. Down. Up.
More debris. Make sure you clear any jammed conveyors before moving on.
Something must have interfered with the nav protocols.
Yeah, looks like. Labor units shouldn't just run face first into a hostile environment. Any sign of a working hard drive in all this wreckage?
Not yet. Most command functions are processed in a unit's head.
Well, if you see one, give it a scan. I could use the data.
Pallet clear.
Stubborn bastard.
Approaching watch station.
The switch there should trigger an emergency reboot.
I've located some intact command modules. My scanner should be able to pull the drive data.
Good find. With any luck, the data clusters are still intact.
Direct connection established. Synchronizing data stream.
Nav data purged. Kronos uplink lost. Executing last known command. Collision detected. Damage report. Unavailable. Lower limbs non-ambulatory. Upper limbs non-ambulatory. Excessive command feedback. Critical failure. All systems. Shutting down.
Well, that was certainly horrifying.
Reset in progress.
Power output back within normal parameters. We should have plenty of energy for the scan. Nice moves in there. Just watching that was giving me a cardiac. Okay, good start. We still need to find out what happened at the primary dig site and the container field. Let me know when you find out more. There's a ton of junk data in these logs, but it doesn't look random. It's almost like it was trying to process multiple dig sites at once.
That should have triggered an emergency shutdown. We should be careful.
Oh, I'm not done with the primary dig site? What did I not do? Apparently, I didn't finish the primary dig site mission. Two, I think. I don't know. Haha, look, there's a little thing that says Earth. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The game, like the scale in this game is really good.
Select your destination.
I guess I'll finish up the primary dig site. I didn't realize.
Destination, primary dig site.
I didn't
Preparing for
realize.
thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Hee. I think that's my favorite part. Is seeing the station get far away.
See if you can get the generator open, Jack. I need to get a look inside.
So I'm supposed to do something with the generator.
Based on the radiation, I bet that generator has a damaged core. Look for a maintenance panel that you can cut open.
Maintenance panel removed.
How's it look?
The main reactor appears to be intact, but the fuel rod is partially melted.
Damn it. Better jettison it then. It may be good to scan it first,
Security
though.
brace
Data could prove
disengaged.
useful.
Severe thermal damage detected. Main fuel supply depleted.
Depleted? Helium fusion rods can last a century. How could it discharge that much energy so quickly without exploding? Better jettison it, Jack.
Second security brace released. Manual ejection sequence online. Fuel rod jettisoned. Generator systems offline.
Radiation dissipating. That core seems to have been the only source.
Good work. Now just get the generator a new fuel rod and re-engage the locking mechanisms. There should be a spare in the site's core enclosure.
No.
New core acquired. Returning to the generator.
Is it because I messed up on clocking out on lunch? Probably.
New fuel element accepted. Please re-engage safety protocols. Control rods engaged. Fusion reaction initiated. Please initiate a manual reboot.
Oh.
Connection with primary dig site re-established.
Excellent. I pulled a few labor units out of mothballs to man the antenna while you finish the repairs. You'll need to assemble them before you move on. A Fury transport should arrive with them shortly.
Here it is. Come on. There we go.
The data from your scans is bizarre. This sort of erosion... How could it have happened instantaneously?
Could the radiation have corrupted the data?
Possibly. But that can't be the only factor. This anomaly isn't just a mass of radiation. There's more to it than that. I'm certain now.
Labor unit online. Proceeding with primary assignment. Labor unit online.
Labor units
Proceeding
online.
with primary
With them
assignment.
managing the data flow, you'll be free to operate the sensor once we're ready to scan.
You mean until something goes wrong?
I figured that went without saying. We're almost there. We still need to investigate the container field. Update me when you arrive. Oh, and Jack, if you have a moment, search the primary dig site for another labor unit. I'm getting a signal from one nearby and we could use the extra set of hands. That fuel rod was completely inert. It should have been good for another century before it burned out. Something very strange is going on here.
These solar panels should be providing the site with backup power. The anomaly must have damaged them.
They might not have the wattage to operate the comms array anyway. We barely get enough solar energy here to power the comm stat, let alone a whole dig site.
My sensors are picking up a signal from deeper inside this cave.
Athena, bring up the next candidate, please.
Echo Program Candidate number 37. Lieutenant Rhodes, Olivia J.
Now this one's promising. Accepted into the USN Aerospace Academy at 16. Exemplary marks in engineering, geology, robotics. Elite stuff. All the versatility you could want in an astronaut. The USN even approached her for the Pythias initiative, but she declined.
Something's damaged this labor unit. Perhaps I can repair it.
System, I guess. And a psych profile. She's right on the money. Took some prying, but the interviewer got her to open up about her family. The younger brother, Jackson. You could tell they were close. Probably had to look after him a lot with 2 scientists for parents. That's just what we need for Echo 1. She's perfect.
Gosh darn it.
Liv, I found the labor unit. It has been dismembered, and it may have suffered internal damage as well.
Try to get its limbs reattached at least. We can perform a more thorough diagnostic later.
That's getting scary. Can't find its other arm. Well, where's his other arm? Ah. All that running around for nothing. Use your arm, buddy.
Repairs complete. Unit 38, are you operational?
Affirmative. I feel lovely. Just lovely. How are you?
You have definitely sustained internal damage.
Negative. This unit is operating at 10,000% efficiency. As you can see, the bridge is in excellent condition.
This is a cave.
Negative, negative, negative. This is the bridge. I recommend you schedule yourself for maintenance, Echo 1. You are being very negative.
Liv, I've found the missing labor unit near the primary dig site and, well, it's disoriented.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Is that Captain Rhodes? Are you speaking to Captain Rhodes? Please tell her that I am nearly finished clearing her browsing history, as requested.
Maybe you should just leave it alone for now.
That may be for the best. Unit 38, you mentioned browsing history?
I am sorry, Echo 1. That is a classified assignment given to me by Captain Rhodes. Please, wipe your memory of that conversation.
I want to say, for the record, that I never told it to do that.
Is that Captain Rhodes? Please tell
Jack,
her...
please. Please stop talking to that android.
Unit 38, status report.
Status, still lovely. Oh, so lovely.
Unit 38, status report.
Status, still lovely. Oh, so lovely.
Select your destination. Destination, container field. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Approaching containment field.
I'm picking up latent radiological activity in that area.
Something must have contaminated the cargo.
There's no way we'll get a clear read on the anomaly with all that interference. You'll need to find the source of the radiation and jettison it.
My scanner should help me track down the culprit.
Best guess, I'd say you're looking for levels around 80 or 90 decigrays. If you get into trouble, remember you can use the Fury module's induction panel to recharge your shields.
Radiation absorption at 30 decigrays and climbing.
You're getting warmer. Watch yourself.
Agitated deuterium ions detected.
Deuterium? That's a hydrogen isotope. How'd that end up in one of our helium-3 containers?
Unclear. The processing line is configured to scrub any excess hydrogen.
Sod it. For now, let's just deal with the contamination. I'll dispatch a Fury to remove the irradiated container. Wait, something's wrong.
What is it?
I can't get the Fury transport to decouple from the container on the upper rack.
I can throw the manual override on the Fury's hitch. Stand by. I'll make my way up there now. Approaching Fury transport.
Careful. Once you decouple the transport's hitch, the autopilot's likely to kick in. So either get clear or find something to hold on to.
Unlocking this hitch will release the Fury transport. Fury hitch released.
Autopilot's taking over. So far, so good. Ah! Jack? Are you all right?
Affirmative, but the container was breached. The contamination is spreading.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. Okay, I've got an idea. If I release the container's maglocks, the Fury should just carry it away. Or it would if the controls were actually responding. You know what? Screw it. Just cut the power. Maybe that'll do it.
Considering the damage, are you sure that's wise?
Wise? Definitely not. But will it work? Only one way to find out.
Shields at 95%.
Do I need to mention this is a gross violation of protocol?
It's either this or risk contaminating the entire shipment. Sometimes you just have to improvise. Ah! Holy What the hell just happened?
Explosive decompression. The escaping gas caused the container to jettison itself.
Okay, so not exactly what we were aiming for, but... well, I suppose that takes care of our radiation problem. Good work. The sensor should be able to scan the anomaly free of interference. Jack, looks like everything's back up and running.
Affirmative.
Grab a Fury and head for the depleted dig site. I'll fill you in on the way. Hold on. Something's wrong with that Fury transport.
The one that collided with the container. What's wrong with it?
I'm really not sure. It's moving erratically, veering wildly off its flight path.
Could be a problem with the Fury's flight dynamics.
Probably just need to reset the navcom. If you get a chance, would you mind looking into it?
Copy that.
And I'm not sure, but I think we might need to resynchronize the container field's inventory control system.
Are these issues urgent?
Not really. Neither one's going to keep us from scanning the anomaly. Consider them both secondary priorities.
Oops. Oh. Wait. Nope.
Liv, you were right. The inventory control system is out of sync.
Probably got knocked off cycle by one of those pulses. In order to resynchronize the inventory system, you'll have to quickly scan each of the 3 I.O. ports in the container field.
Hera, mark the location of each I.O. port on my HUD.
Once you scan the first I.O. port, you'll have roughly 70 seconds to scan the other 2. If you don't make it, the system will reset and you'll have to start again.
That's one.
Clock is running. 70 seconds.
One more to go.
50 seconds remaining. Success. Inventory control station synchronized.
That was impressive.
It wasn't all that difficult. After all, I was specifically designed to handle these types of demanding situations.
Plus, you're incredibly modest.
Thank you. En route to the depleted dig site.
Good. When you get there, you'll need to aim the sensor array at the anomaly. I'm heading out to rig up the transponder.
I thought we agreed that you'd stay on board the station.
Sorry, Jack. I need a direct line into the lathe systems to siphon the power supply.
Oops.
Liv, the plasma lathes have already malfunctioned once. That's extremely dangerous.
Relax. I double-checked the failsafes and I've shut down the main relays. I'm following protocol to the letter, mostly.
Confidence inspiring.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Select your destination. Destination, depleted dig site. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
I've reached the depleted dig site. Are you in position?
Just arrived. Go ahead and bring it online. I'll manage the power supply from here.
Affirmative. I'll activate the site's generator.
Right. Just make sure you've completed all your other tasks before you get started. This scan could take a while, and I'll need you there.
I'm scheduling these drills to be transferred to the primary dig site. Keeping them at the depleted site is a waste of resources.
Really? You're doing that right now?
Well, we need to do it sometime, Liv. I admit, I would have never considered using our geological sensor this way. It is highly unorthodox.
Well, unorthodox improvisations happen to be a speciality of mine. My father always liked to say, you've got to be prepared to be unprepared. Been hearing that phrase in my head all morning, let me tell you.
The site's generator is still in working order. I'll get it up and running.
Good. That should bring the sensor online.
Dig site generator online. Core samples processing. All systems nominal.
This site's generator can only power a few systems at a time. I'll need to make sure its power junction is directed towards the sensor array. Power rerouted. Liv, how are your energy readings?
So far, so good. Head to the sensor and bring it online.
Sensor powering on.
Confirmed. You'll need to rotate the dish so it faces the anomaly before we can get a clear reading. Jack, it's working. The signal's getting stronger. Keep going.
The array is now pointed at the epicenter of the anomaly.
Perfect. Give me a minute to process the data. What the... Jack, what happened? I lost my connection to the sensor.
Energy spike from the anomaly. I think it blew the fuse.
Shit. Those sensors are sealed before deployment. Okay, you'll need to cut through to access the fuse box.
This has to be against protocol.
Well, I find it's easier to get things done if you think of the field manual as guidelines, rather than regulations.
The filament popped. We'll need a new one.
There should be plenty of spare fuses around. Look for a replacement.
Spare fuses. Oops.
Power level stabilizing.
Good. Let's get the sensor back online so we can finish the scan.
There we go. That's better.
Sensors back online.
Connection established. Now we just need to realign the array.
Signal synchronized. Scanning inner horizon.
Liv, array is realigned. Can you confirm? Liv, do you copy?
I think it worked, Jack. I picked up something on the oscilloscope. I'm patching the audio through. Do you hear that? What the hell is this? Ah!
Liv. Olivia.
Jack, I need you. Find a Fury transport and get back here now.
Select your destination.
Whoa.
Jack! Over here! Oh, thank God for you. It just switched on.
Captain Rhodes. Sitrep, please.
Services.
The automatic release protocols aren't working. I'm wedged between the trolley and the rail. Can you see a way to get me out?
Negative. It's trapped beneath the cowl.
The access cover. If you cut through the bolts, we can get a look inside. There!
Anomaly detected. Proximity alert.
Jack?
The pulse knocked out my cutting tool.
Jack!
Rebooting.
Look! The anomaly is changing. What the hell? Jack, are you seeing this? Whoa!
Cutting
Shit!
tool back online.
Incoming,
Liv.
Jack! Cut the panel!
Olivia, everything is going to be fine.
Station hull compromised.
That wave's gonna hit us, Jack! Hurry!
Come on.
Catastrophic structural detected.
Shit! Jack! That's it! You got it! Shit!
Holy crap. Game over.
Liv. Liv, do you copy? Are you all right? Liv, where are you? Nothing.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert. Proximity
Hera.
alert. Good morning, Echo One. It is encouraging to see you have finally recovered.
Hera, what happened? Where is Liv?
Station has suffered extensive structural damage from the debris field. My program was forced into hibernation mode shortly after Captain Rhodes' departure.
Departure? Where did she go?
Captain Rhodes did not specify a destination. However, the captain did prepare an emergency beacon. You will find it nearby.
Emergency beacon. Got it. I'll have a look.
Mayday, Mayday. Mayday. Titan Command, if you're out there, this is Captain Olivia Rhodes. Kronos 2 is lost. Say again, my station has been compromised. We were hit by a debris storm caused by the arrival of an unknown vessel in our sector. Damage is catastrophic. Honestly, it's a miracle I'm alive. I'd never have made it if Jack hadn't cut me free. But he won't reboot. He's gone. I can't stay here. Main power's offline, we've lost atmosphere. Radiation levels are climbing fast. I've no choice but to take my chances aboard the unknown vessel. It's a long shot, but if there's any hope I might be able to survive on that ship, I have to try. Titan Command, if you're receiving. Hell, if anyone's receiving, come find me.
Hera, are there any Fury transports still operational?
Affirmative.
Reroute the nearest transport to the station airlock. I'm going to find Liv. Hera, open the activation bay doors.
Echo 1, I am obligated to inform you that leaving the station is a violation of Atlas Protocol.
The captain's safety is my highest priority, is it not?
Affirmative.
The captain is in danger. It is my responsibility to help her. Now please, open the doors. Hera, can you locate Liv's transport?
Negative. Sensor network offline.
What if I were to repair one of the satellites?
Affirmative. A single sensor pulse from one of the satellites would likely be sufficient.
Then that is our first stop.
Oh, jeez.
Shields at 50%.
Hera, I have a visual on the Fury. Is it ready to launch?
Negative. Detecting hazardous levels of radiation. Fury controls are currently locked in accordance with Atlas protocols. Please activate the transport's radiation dampener before departure. Shields at 30%. Shields at 95%. Shields at 95%.
Dampening field activated.
Acknowledged. Long-range sensor satellite located. Plotting course.
All right, let's go find our captain.
Select your destination. Destination, sensor satellite A2. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Wow.
This looks even worse than Liv's quarters. Hera, status report.
Repairs to satellite must be completed before long-range sensors can be restored.
Understood. Hera, what are these unusual growths covering the satellite?
Unknown. Recommend further investigation.
Agreed. Begin new log entry.
Acknowledged.
I'm off to work.
Oh, okay.
You can keep playing.
Yeah, I know. I want to say bye. Bye.
Love you. Mwah.
Love you too.
Mwah.
Mwah. Hope the time at work. I know, I could hear you snoring.
Was I snoring?
Yeah.
Hope I wasn't snoring on stream.
No, you're fine. Oops. Okay.
Curious. A fibrous texture. It does not appear to damage my exoskeleton.
Echo 1. Advise you refrain from haphazardly touching the unidentified substance.
Well, too late now.
Recommend performing a visual examination.
Commencing visual assessment. Substance possesses an uneven surface and visible diversity, suggesting it is likely organic in nature. Its sudden emergence in our ecosystem would seem to indicate the substance is somehow related to the arrival of the unknown vessel.
Recommend using your scanner to collect additional data. Scan data received. Stand by. Amino-organic compound. Intact peptide bond. Minimal cellular activity. Preliminary analysis. Dormant biopolymer. Origin unknown.
Doesn't seem dangerous. It does not appear to have survived the vacuum.
Advise using your reactive cutter to acquire a sample.
Strange. Hera, did you see that? The substance appears to have been provoked by my reactive cutter.
Acknowledged. Logging interaction.
Unfortunately, this means I won't be able to procure a sample.
Investigation complete. Logging all observations of the biomass under the heading Unknown Biological Threat.
Very well. Let's see if I can get this satellite operational. This panel is sealed on deployment. I'll need to cut it open to access the power flow controls. This switch designates the satellite's power source. It's currently set to draw from the solar panels. This debris is not part of the satellite. It must have come from the unknown vessel.
Got my headphones.
Uh-oh. Oops.
Shields at 50%. Shields at 95%.
Dang it, I don't know where to put it.
Hmm.
Shields at 50%. Shields at 95%.
I'm stuck again.
Shields at 50%.
Huh? No, I know I'm supposed to do... Ah, there it is. I know I'm supposed to do something with the power, but I couldn't find the thing. Okay.
Hera, I've located the maintenance hatch.
Acknowledged.
Figure it out.
I found the hatch. Now what am I supposed to do with it? Ah, there it is. Let's open it.
Oh, found it.
You found him?
Yeah.
I'll need a power cell.
Ew. Good. Disgusting.
Battery locked in. Hera, the power is raking up the biomass.
Advise caution.
That did it. The satellite is now fully operational. Hera, please begin a long-range sensor sweep looking for any Fury transports.
Acknowledged. Echo 1. Long-range scanners have located Captain Rhodes' Fury transport. Signal originates from within the unknown vessel.
Understood. Plot a course.
Acknowledged. Fury transport ready to depart. Select your destination. Destination, Fury Transport
Bye. See you
FR-103.
later.
Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Hera, take us along the starboard side of the vessel. Begin scanning the hull for distinguishing features or markings.
Acknowledged. Be advised. Reducing speed.
What is it?
Possible visual markings identified on hull.
Hold here. I'd like to get a closer look with the Fury spotlight. I can use the Fury's... Hera, could this be some form of writing system?
Cross-referencing against all known written communication systems in the Atlas Interplanetary Database. No matches found.
Assemble a table for lexical analysis. We need to keep moving.
Acknowledged. Re-engaging thrusters on your input. Select your destination. Warning, obstruction ahead. Searching for alternate route.
Dead end. I can use the Fury spotlight to help Hera find a clear path. There. That passage looks clear. Hera, can you confirm?
Affirmative. Plotting new course. Plotted. Signal when ready to proceed. Select your destination. Proximity alert. Brace for collision.
Hera, give me an analysis of this vessel's design, layout, construction, anything that might help to determine its origin.
Affirmative. Stand by. The vessel's overall configuration is unfamiliar to Atlas databanks. However, certain elements of the internal design would suggest...
Hera, do you copy? The ship must be interfering with our comms. Liv's signal is coming from somewhere in the vicinity. I should investigate the area. The vessel is highly irradiated. Liv's transport must have had a radiation dampener. I may be able to reactivate it. That should protect me from the radiation. Liv must have used this to find a way inside.
Kronos 2 I've been left with little choice but to seek refuge aboard this unknown vessel. If you're receiving this, Titan Command, please send help as soon as you can. The area is heavily irradiated and... shit. I can't stay here. Maybe I can get inside. Right, Captain Rhodes signing out.
This must have shut down to preserve power. That means Liv was here hours ago. Hopefully I can still catch up to her. Curious. A control panel, perhaps. An airlock, but it appears to be offline. This airlock appears to be intact. It might be functional, but it doesn't seem to be powered. The hull here is compromised. I may be able to cut my way in.
Oh god. Goddamn Guardian.
This looks like some kind of maintenance conduit. I may be able to restore power to this section of the ship from here. This looks like an auxiliary power supply, but the biomass has rendered it inoperable. An ionized fluid reservoir, charged contact point. Most likely some kind of power cell.
Let's gotta go in there. Come on.
Contact with the biomass. I should avoid active material.
Huh.
This could be some sort of control panel, but it has no obvious means of engagement. It may not be receiving power.
No. Oh god. Okay, well, I got my batteries. Oops. Oh, no, don't go down there, battery. Oh, oh god. Okay.
Power cell installed. Now to replace the rest.
Shit! God damn it. Is it really hard to see? How did that happen?
Looks like the airlock is powering on. If it's functional, that's my way inside.
Oh. Okay. Very cool.
The cabin is pressurized, but the air is reading unbreathable. Could it be the biomass?
Oops.
This is similar to the emergency junctions on the Kronos. I may be able to redirect the power flow, but I'll need to cut this cover off first. A large compartment, roughly humanoid in shape. This could be a staging area of some sort. It looks like I can access the ship's infrastructure from here. Those spores could be what's contaminating the air supply. The spore detonated on contact with my cover. Maybe I can clear some of the contamination. Widespread biocontamination. I should be careful. The biomass over there went dormant when the power failed. It seems to be tied directly to the vessel's power grid. This bulkhead is sealed. Maybe I can cut through to reach the locking mechanism. Locking mechanism released. Now to pry the door open. This appears to be releasing spores into the air supply. A bioweapon, perhaps. These spores detonate on contact. They would deplete my radiation shield in short order if I don't avoid them. I can re-enter the main cabin from here. I'm detecting a charge from this device that's similar to the Kronos 2 induction panels. Perhaps I can use it to recharge. I'm able to draw power from this. I can use it to replenish my radiation shield if necessary. Curious, these warheads don't match anything in my database. What is that? Strange. This area is highly irradiated. My scanner might help me find a safe path across. These warheads are leaking radiation. They must be armed. Electrical relay armature. The weapon's loading mechanism. One of the doors here must still have power. Radiation levels falling. The warheads here must be unarmed. This device is holding an electric charge and is linked to nearby equipment, probably a capacitor of some kind. It must be what's powering the induction panel.
Oh shit. Liv must have been here. Maybe she left a message. That was repulsive. The cysts appear to react to external energy sources, just like the biomass.
only the reaction is much more hostile. I'll need to steer clear of them.
Shut up! I have no idea where I am. Oh.
Captain Olivia Rhodes. I'm leaving this beacon for the record. On the off chance someone finds this. So far, I've found no sign of life here. Aside from the biological contaminant that's rendered the air unbreathable. That includes both human life and aliens. Oh, I can't believe I'm even saying that. But the technology on board doesn't match anything used by Atlas or the USN, so I have to consider the possibility. Though whoever's ship this is, they're long gone. Something catastrophically bad happened here. Enough to warrant evacuation. Command, I need to prioritize survival. If I don't find some clean air before my O2 runs out, all this speculation will be a moot point. Captain Rhodes, signing out. Hopefully not for the last time.
Break time.